I'm Jessica. I'm from Minnesota, so I love Donna's character and everything.
Okay, yeah.
So I was wondering what line of yours you think would best benefit from the word fuck?
What line of Donna's?
Both you and Kim, just, Jody and Donna's lines benefit
would be enhanced by adding the word fuck?
Are we adding or substituting?
Either.
Great. Oh, fuck you, Winchester.
Yes. Because of screw you. Well, there would be fuck you, Dean, instead of stuff you, Dean. But I gotta go with, oh, you fucking betcha. I like that rewrite.
Yeah, that's
going to be an hour iteration.
boom. That's when Netflix picks up this.
That's right.
Yeah.
We will purchase our characters from the CW, sell ourselves with the fandom to Netflix, but a rated R version of Jody and Donna's adventures. That seems like we should do that. CW needs the money, it sounds like.
But it's gonna be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm sure nobody will have any concerns about it at all.
No.
And when they ask why we're doing it, they're like, do you hear us out? Okay, hold on a second. Hear us out. All right. So, oops, there goes my phone. All right. So the road so far, yeah, you got it. And then and
you fucking betcha.
Tons of monies.
Yes, I believe it.
It's gonna work.
We'll make it happen.
Yes.
Don't worry, it's really easy. So easy. Thank you, that's a great question.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, sorry. My name's Amanda, and I was just wondering, so last week I fell off of a horse, and so we were talking about back pain. I can definitely relate.
Well done.
And so I was wondering, was there ever a time where you fell off of a horse or you metaphorically fell off of a horse and had to find a way to get back on?
Literally daily. Metaphorically.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, that time I woke up in the morning?
Yeah. I think we all do that. I think that's really the ultimate challenge in life. I mean, some days you wake up and it's easy, but some days you wake up and it's not easy. And you just got to tell yourself, you're like, that horse isn't going to ride itself. What doesn't break you? What's the...
Or breaks you a little bit. Breaks you, you can break you a little bit. Wee bit of a break.
I can't think of... Oh, recently I did get kicked out of my house. That was a rough one. Not my house. Let me rephrase this. But we are renting a house. The owner of the house wanted to take it over. We've been there for almost a decade. And suddenly we have to move. And I live in Vancouver, which is the craziest housing market in North America. And this was very challenging. But what are you gonna do? You can't, what am I gonna do? Not do anything? Sometimes you just gotta fucking, just roll up your fucking sleeves and just get to it and suffer. And you have your people. Make sure you always are surrounded with your people. That really makes everything feel a little easier. Just to feel held. If you can find a way to feel held, even if it's not people, even if it's animals or a faith or whatever you have where you feel not alone. Fandom is a great example. These are things that will help you because literally I do think getting back on the horse is a daily habit that we all need to help ourselves do, you know?
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, just to preface, I teach horseback riding now. That's what I've been doing with my life. So we have a phrase that is, you cannot consider yourself a rider until you've fallen off 10 times. And so what I've taken from that, and this is what I'm going to tell you, is that none of us get good at anything without being bad at it first. And so, this is one of the things, I have said this, I've said this in a cameo before, this is one of my big new things, is like, I can't judge myself for not knowing shit I haven't learned yet. That don't make no sense, right? So when I fall off of any horse, metaphorically or literally, I don't tell myself I'm bad, I tell myself I'm learning. And what a fucking amazing gift to give is, we're all just in process of acquiring information. So yeah, we fall off horses, we don't get jobs, things turn out not like we wanted them to. That's not a fucking failure, that's just learning. So yay.
Yes.
Thank you. I hope you feel better. What did you injure?
Be careful.
It was last week, and I've been taking lots of pain meds.
Oh, I love pain meds.
What did you do?
So I was getting on the horse, and the horse kind of freaked out and moved his body to the left, and then I fell like that.
Did you kick it in the butt when you were getting on it?
I don't think so. My trainer says that I may have like hit the stirrup funny, and then the stirrup might have hit it. It was a young horse. It was like 3 years old. So it wasn't the horse I normally like.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I have a back brace
Okay.
with me if you need it.
Yeah.
And
Understand that.
muscle relaxer.
That is interesting that you say that though, because that is one of the things with my super beginners. I'm like, and when are you getting it? Like you've got 2 legs, right? And like one leg goes on here because you're getting on from the left, which by the way is because of war. Did you know that?
I did not.
Please pause for a moment while I go down my rabbit hole of special interest. The reason we get on a horse on the left side is because of war. Because when we first started riding horses, men had very long swords on their left side, which you cannot swing over at a horse because you stab them or yourself or things like that. So you get on the side so that the sword is over there.
I did not. So nobody gets on the right side?
No, that is not done. We get on the left side. But so you get 1 foot in, and then I'm like, don't kick the horse in the go button when you're trying to get on. So there's your free advice. When you're getting on a horse, do not kick them in the go button before you're on their back, because they'll go and you won't.
Fun fact.
You're welcome.
Fun facts.
That'll be $120 from all. Oh wait, you've already. Never mind. Hello.
Hi. My question is, if you could reshoot any episode as like a whole feature-length movie, which one would you pick?
Wayward Sisters? That was an easy answer.
A feature-length movie.
Oh, God.
Feature-length
Man,
movie.
fucking Marvel would make so much money off of us.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that was a 2-parter. That was kind of a feature length. That was, yeah, it was a 2-parter. It was a 2-parter.
That's right.
But if we had the budget of a feature movie.
Yeah.
So much money. What other episodes would
And
be good?
I'm Hippie 911.
Yeah?
That would be fun as like a more of like the Heat kind of thing, where they like meet and they're like don't get along, just like in Hippie 911, and then eventually, but like take the boys out, or just have them show up to be pretty and then they can go.
But more, yeah, I think that would be a good origin story. I like it would be a fun origin story, and and then you could actually manage to include Jared kicking the signs.
That's right.
He's very tall. I don't know if you know this. Are you yes, Jared's very tall, and so when there are things that are also very tall, but he thinks he can kick.
This is what happened during
Sometimes
filming.
we spend some time waiting for Jared to kick them.
We're filming.
And I'm the
Hippie
asshole that's like, do it again!
We all stood around and waited until Jared could swing his leg up high enough to kick a sign up here that said, like, please keep your guns downstairs or something. I think it was like a gun lodge or something like that. And it was in Canada, so it was like hunting. But yeah, he kept, and we all just see the camera guys just like this.
You can do it!
And then Cam's like, wee! Anyway. Yeah.
But to be fair, I'm like that about most things.
That's true. That's true.
It's kind of my inner dialogue at all moments. It's either wee or beep.
Or go fuck yourself. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now I shall dream about the movie we'll make. Hello.
Hi, I just wanted to say I love you guys. My question is, how would you end the show? Like, if you could rewrite it, how would you write it? How would your ending be?
Can I tell him my ending? I had before, when we knew it was ending, but before we knew how it was ending, I made up an ending that I wanted. Okay, so it's another it's looking grim for Sam and Dean, and they're backed into a corner, and it looks like this time Lucifer is really gonna get them, and like shit's going down, and then you hear Sam, Dean, and Mary's off in the distance screaming her son's name, and you hear Sam, Dean, and they look at each other, and then you hear much less panic, but just Sam, Dean, and you go over, and there's young Mary leaning out the back, going, hang on, let me get there. This is good. They should have fucking used it. And Mary's going, Sam, Dean, come on, lunch. And it goes back, and little Sam and little Dean are in the same pose. And they look at each other, and they're like, okay. And the camera goes down, and you see all the toys they've been playing with. And there's Jody, Donna, and Lucifer. Hold on, wait, hold on. I'm not done. Fuck you. So you see all the toys, and then the camera goes down to the tree that they're playing under, and it goes up the tree, and there's a full-size cast sitting in the tree. And a full-size Lucifer waiting for them. It just hasn't happened yet. That's my idea.
Good, good. You need to write our movie, Kim.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you, wherever you went. Oh, bye, honey. Thank you. Hi.
First of all, I have to say you're wayward and badass, and I love the both of you.
Thank you.
Now for my question. Who would you rather fuck, marry, or kill? Bucky Barnes, Dean Winchester, or Klaus Michelson?
I only caught the second one. Who's the first one?
Bucky Barnes, Dean Winchester, and Klaus Michelson
I don't
from
know
the
any
originals.
of those assholes you just mentioned. I know Dean, I guess. I don't want to do any of those things with him. Wait, F, marry, kill?
Yeah.
No. It's too much work. Dean's a fuckboy. Don't tweet that.
Too late.
It was written that way. I don't know who the other people are. Do you?
I know who Bucky Barnes is. That's what I said. I know who Bucky Barnes is.
Okay.
I don't
Like Chris
know.
Evans, Captain America? Yeah. I'd fuck him.
No, but not Captain America, Bucky Barnes.
Stop yelling at me. Oh, they're talking about. You go.
No, because see, here's the thing, and you know where
She's
we're
gonna Gemini on you now.
I'm gonna Gemini
All over you.
neurodivergent all over you because I'm like, I can't answer questions like this that are not specific. So, first of all, am I me or am I someone else? Okay, I'm married. Has my husband died?
Depends on if you'd rather be with Bucky.
No, but if I'm me, I can't do it. I don't want to do any of those things because it would make my husband very upset, and
Fine.
he
You're-
does all of those things for me except for killing. I only think about that occasionally, and then I realize that's really my problem. But no, so like if my husband, this is true. So has my husband died?
No, it's not you. It's your characters, I meant to say. Jody and Donna.
Oh, okay, so it's Jody. So I'm answering for Jody, first of all. All right, so in this world, Jody...
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Jody and Dean and Bucky Barnes.
I think Donna would actually marry Dean. I think Donna and Dean had like a nice thing going.
Yeah,
I don't
Jody
know
would
that
not
it was,
marry
like,
Dean.
really sexy, but yeah,
Jody,
they
that
were,
would be weird.
They would cook together, and they would he would grumble, and she would make a goofy joke, and
They'd both enjoy pot roast
yeah,
together.
they enjoy pot roast. I see them getting married.
Yeah, they can. I think we should
Donna
figure this
would
out together.
enjoy
Yeah.
the Chris Evans. I don't. Who's
It's
the
not
other
Chris
one?
Evans. It's not Chris Evans,
I
though.
wanna
It's his
see Chris
friend.
Evans.
Okay, great. You know what? Donna can fuck Chris Evans. There. It's canon. Donna fucked Chris and not Captain America, Chris Evans showed up in Hibbing to shoot a movie, and Donna and Chris Evans fucked.
Love it.
All right.
I just want to take this moment to apologize to anybody under the age of 18 and to their parents. Especially Claire, who I met in my meet and greet today, who is tender age of 14. She has now learned about my personal sexual preferences.
Yeah, so we both agree that we're gonna kill the one guy that we don't know who it is.
We're gonna kill the guy we don't know.
We're gonna kill the guy that we don't know who he
She's
is.
gonna marry Bucky Barnes.
Yeah, I'm gonna marry
Dean.
Yeah.
And then
It's all taken care of.
We're gonna fuck the shit out of Chris Evans.
There we go. Woo, we got there.
Got away with. There's no other panel
Exhausting.
that gets away with
Fucking work. Well, I mean, thank God she said our characters, because already I'm like,
No.
where's my husband
Sweating.
in all of this?
Sweating.
He's
I'm
not-
just like, oh, the letters I'm gonna get, hopefully from Chris Evans. Anywho,
Dear
that was
Briana.
a wonderful, very confusing question.
I was scrolling through Twitter one day and I discovered
discovered you have a kink. Anywho, hello.